Hey, air signs. Alrighty, so we are back, and let's go ahead and get into some detailed scenarios behind this energy for the full moon. And as you've seen in the shuffle, probably seen that on Instagram or Facebook. So you gotta follow all of the channels in order to keep up with the flow that I have here. So the card that we got was moment to moment. I'm sorry, is this music a little distracting? Okay, so we got the moment to moment card in the reverse. And the energy that I'm getting from this is someone who is visualizing their future and how they see success for themselves, right? And there's a sense of hastiness though, and a sense of rushing to get to that end goal. And the universe is wanting a specific group of you guys within this air energy to find contentment in the actual journey as much as you do in that destination that you're visualizing. There's a need to be content and whole now, whether things are looking how you envision them to be in the long term or not. There's a need for you to find contentment and wholeness in the moments and the experiences that are coming your way that is guiding you to your destination. But the universe wants you to find happiness in the journey process as well. Now, the first card that we got out was the breakthrough card. Now, the breakthrough card is a great card to have. This lets me know that whatever that was suffocating you, whatever that was crippling your life in whatever regard, you're now at this point where you're like, listen, I am done. Enough is enough. You have gathered the power and the energy and the strength to say no to anything that is not allowing you the freedom of expression and the a feeling of independence for oneself. Okay? That's the energy I'm getting from the breakthrough card, which is followed by the participation card in the reverse. And upright, the participation card is saying that, hey, we have a plan, right? All of us have unique things that we add to the grand scheme of this plan. You bring something to the table, I bring something to the table, she brings something to the table, and he brings something to the table. And together, in the totality and the equal participation of all parties, brings along this grand scheme, successful idea or creativity or plan of action, right? But in the reverse, is saying, okay, no, I don't think this is going to work. Someone is putting more into this grand scheme plan than the other. Or someone is just no longer wanting to indulge in this idea anymore. There isn't a passion or desire for it for someone. So they don't want to participate in it anymore. They no longer want to indulge in whatever this is. Got the past life card in the reverse. And past life in the reverse is saying that I am done with the karmatic cycles. I have been making this same cycle mistake time in, time over again. I get it. I get the lesson that is being brought to my attention. I no longer will allow myself or subject myself to this activity that is not bringing me what it is that I truly desire. So therefore, I am no longer participating in such. And this is when I break through. This is what's going to bring in the level of opportunity and the desire in which I truly have. And I am no longer tied to this over and over repetitive cycle of making the same karmatic mistakes over and over again. I have learned the wisdom is here. I no longer want to be victim to my own ego and the things that have brought me temporary satisfaction, almost like a sense of wealth without, or prosperity without happiness. I am still missing something. So therefore, I am willing to release this karmic tie that I have to the earthly realm, so that I can bring in the true desire and abundance for myself. That's the energy I'm getting from the past life card being in the reverse. So just like I did for all the other signs, I do want to do a clarifier just to see if I can get some more specific situations for any air signs tuning in. Again, that's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Something fell out. Yeah, someone wants to, for some of you guys, some of you guys are wanting to start over new somewhere else. Something that's no longer bringing you happiness now. You are choosing to be the magician in your life, to where you are having a new beginning to something that maybe does bring you true happiness, and maybe that is coming to awareness for some of you air signs. But let's see. 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting here for some of you guys. So maybe for some of you guys, this breakthrough that you're having, it's a release from some type of suffocation or crippling to whatever freedom that you were wanting. And perhaps this person was the breadwinner. Maybe this person had the money to invest into you and your ideas. This could be a male. Someone who's able to provide. Someone who was able to financially provide for someone else, and was generous in such. Generous with themselves, and they're generous to the people that are around them. So maybe this was crippling for some of you guys. Maybe, and this is not a bad energy. Maybe it's just this person always is helping you. They're always helping you, and no one has ever taught you how to fish. This person is always taking you out to the food, to the fish. They're taking you to the fish. They're bringing the fish to you, frying it up and serving it to you. But if they're gone, how do you get fish? How do you go? And that is what's crippling for a small group of you guys, right? There's a need for you to be able to receive the learning lessons on how to get what it is that you're wanting, and not necessarily it always being given to you. That's for a small group of you guys, okay? This person is a very ambitious person. This person makes things happen. They will bring to life whatever it is that you conjure up with them, right? So maybe this is a part of the energy of the person that's been crippling to your growth here, okay, air signs? And because this person is such a go-getter, and because they're so generous, it's been a trap. It was a trap for some of you guys, right? So it's a great thing that you're breaking through. You're realizing that you don't have to be in such a rush to bring along the prosperity that you're wanting at this given time. The sense of abundance that you're wanting, or stability and structure for yourself. You don't have to be in such a rush, and that you can take your time and enjoy the moment of the journey before actually reaching your destination. And maybe walking away from this is what's going to help. Maybe this, for some of you guys, was a sense of distraction from what it is you're wanting to bring in at this given moment. Okay? And the next clarifiers, I am missing something. Oh, okay, the next clarifiers we got tells me that it's the clarifier for the participation card. And what I got here is that you don't want to put in the work anymore. Something that upright is like, hey, you've put in the work, and you're now about to receive the fruit of your labor. This is, you haven't received the fruit of your labor, and you're just exhausted and don't want any parts of it anymore, okay? And you're no longer wanting to juggle. This is the energy of the participation card in the reverse. You're no longer wanting to juggle opportunities maybe that you had for yourself or someone around you, air signs. Someone is not wanting to juggle anymore, and that's because they have the Six of Wands. They have achieved something. There has been some sort of achievement or success in some type of action or movement forward towards something, and that's where they don't want to no longer invest. That's the eight of Pentacles in the reverse. No longer wanting to invest, so they're choosing not to juggle anymore and no longer participate because they've received some type of success and fulfillment and achievement somewhere else. And the clarifiers for the past life cards is they are abruptly and hastily moving towards something. They have already assessed all of the ins and outs of this plan of action, and they have gathered up and used the wisdom that they've gained thus far and said, hey, this is where I'm going. I'm moving forward. And this is going to be some sort of wish of fulfillment for me. This is what I've been working so hard toward. This is the Nine of Pentacles. I have worked so hard towards this. I am finally about to reap the rewards of such. I cannot give up. That's the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. I have not given up, and I will not give up. I have the strength to push through. And in pushing through, someone is getting their Queen of Cups. This is a nurturer. So maybe this is what the past life card is for. This could be just for a small group of you guys. Maybe for this karmatic past have kept you from this Queen of Cups, this caring, understanding, non-judgmental person who is a great listener, who's always there, who's just compassionate towards people in general. And for you, this is all you've ever wanted. This is what you've been working so diligently towards. And you ain't letting nothing get in that way. You hot like it's fire, and you pushing straight towards that. Okay? But it requires you to let go of some type of karmatic cycle that you've allowed to stay in your life long enough. Okay? Air signs, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. And that's going to be to all channels. That's Feminine Empress Tarot. You can find us on YouTube, or me, on YouTube. My podcast is found on all digital streaming sites, iTunes, Spotify, etc. You can subscribe to our Instagram, Feminine Empress Tarot. I do dailies on there. So like you'll see the shuffle, especially for this. You'll see the shuffle and the pulling of the cards for each of the elements on the Instagram page, with the link that's going to take them to here to the YouTube channel, to where you will get a more in-depth description of the cards that are pulled. And same thing for our Facebook page. Anything that's shared on Instagram is also shared via the Facebook page. So I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys here in the next reading. So yes, namaste, peace and love and light.